Dear friends, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Ajay Chandel from Mittal School of Business, lovely Professional University, Punjab. I am going to present before you Module 8 titled SERVQUAL and Service Quality Triangle under the paper Tourism and Hospitality Marketing. After completing this module, you will be able to understand the concept of service quality, understand the concept of SERVQUAL, apply SERVQUAL to evaluate service quality of tourism and hospitality firms, understand the concept of service quality triangle. Tourism is one of the fastest growing sectors in the world over the past 50 years, with no signs of slowing down. Travel and tourism industry contributed $208.9 billion to the total GDP of economy. India is expected to establish itself as the fourth largest travel and tourism economy by 2027, both in terms of direct and total GDP, only behind China, the USA, and Germany. Apart from a destination's beautiful environment, the warmth of local people, political and economic stability, tourists' memories are strongly influenced by the type of service that they receive during their stay. Therefore, hotels not only have to strive hard to provide a lodge away from home to their guests, but also quality and satisfaction that may in turn lead to long-lasting survival and profitability. Quality is the cornerstone for success in any business and is universally accepted as a key factor in acquiring and sustaining competitive advantage. Studies have shown that quality service increases market share, provides greater return on investment, and lowers production costs. Providing quality service improves satisfaction of customers, which may lead to increased international tourism, increased lifetime value of customers, loyalty, and hence long-term relationship commitment. Satisfied and happy customers may spread positive word of mouth and in effect become walking, talking promotional media for hotels whose service has pleased them, thus lowering the cost of attracting new customers via retaining existing ones. Highly satisfied customers are also more forgiving. A customer who has enjoyed good service in the past is more likely to believe that a service failure is a deviation from the norm by mistake. Hence, it may take more than one unsatisfactory incident for loyal customers to change their perception and consider switching to an alternative service provider. Additionally, companies with high customer satisfaction ratings have been seen to have the ability to insulate themselves from price competition. Customers might often be willing to pay more to stay with a firm that meets their needs than to take the risk associated with moving to a relatively low-priced service provider. On the other hand, low service quality resulting into low customer satisfaction may lead to unfavorable behavioral intentions such as indulging in negative word of mouth about the service provider or even changing destination for their holidays, complaining and redress seeking. Therefore, hotel operators have much to gain if they can understand tourists' expectations. Concept of service quality. Meaning of service quality. Each Customer has some expectation of the service they want to receive when they visit a hotel or restaurant. Service quality is a measure of how well a service is delivered compared to customer expectations. Businesses that meet or exceed customer expectations are considered to have high service quality. All this said, however, mainstream the concept of service quality might be. No conclusive definition of service quality is available. Service quality has been defined in many ways depending upon the researcher and their focus. Grunow's 1982 defined service quality as customers' perception of difference between the expected and perceived service. Service quality was defined as customers' perception of how well a service meets or exceeds their expectations by Seppel in 1990. Cronin and Taylor in 1992 argue that service quality must be viewed as customers' attitude towards a service. This perspective supports the evaluation of service quality based upon the perception of performance of service quality. Asubantang, McCleary, and Swan in 1996 defined service quality as the difference between customers' expectations for service performance before service encounter and their perceptions of the service received thereafter. Fenn in 2002 defined service quality as a subjective comparison made by customers of the quality of the service that they want to receive and what they actually receive. Parsuraman, Zithmel, and Berry in 1985 defined service quality as the comparison between customer expectations and perceptions of service. In addition, three underlying themes after examination of previous writing and literature on services were mentioned. There are: service quality is more difficult for customers to evaluate than quality of goods. Service quality perceptions result from a comparison of consumer expectations with actual service performance. Quality evaluations are not made only on the outcomes of service, they also involve evaluation of the process of service delivery. Service quality dimensions. Service quality dimensions have often been divided into three components. Grunrose in 1984 defined these components as being the technical, functional, and image-related qualities. The physical, technical qualities mentioned in categorization correspond to the actual visible components of the hotel, its rooms, reception area, etc. The interactive service functional corresponds to the expressive performance of the service, the nature of the greeting, the care and attention given to the guest. While the third component is the corporate image quality. Image of hotel will be derived in part from the technical and functional components of service, coupled with any marketing promotion that is carried out. Also, the success of any marketing effort in the long term will not solely be based upon the initial number of customers attracted to the hotel, but the ability of the hotelier to convert first-time users into repeat users. It can also be seen that quality of interactive service can offset minor deficiencies in the physical component of the service. A guest's criteria of service might actually include the response of the hotel to the problem that may have occurred. Hence, While the technical problem should not happen at the first place, but the fact that it was quickly rectified when it did occur becomes a positive aspect in the guest's perception about the hotel and its service. Therefore, it can be argued that of those components that generate the service mix, the most important is expressive performance of the service. According to Parasuraman et al. In 1985, 10 detailed dimensions of service quality through focus group studies that together form expressive performance were listed. Reliability. It means that the firm performs the service right the first time and the firm honors its promises. Responsiveness. It concerns the willingness or readiness of employees to provide service. Competence. It means that possession of the required skills and knowledge to perform the service. Access. It involves the approachability and ease of contact. Courtesy. It involves politeness, respect, consideration, and friendliness of contact personnel. Communication. It means keeping customers informed in language they can understand and listening to them. Credibility. It involves trustworthiness, believability, honesty, security. It is the freedom from danger, risk, or doubt. Understanding. Knowing the customer involves making effort to understand the customer's needs. Tangibles. It includes the physical evidence of the services. SERVQUAL. Service quality has become a crucial issue for hospitality industry. The theory of service quality has evolved over a long period of time through testing and trials in service sector. The demanding customers and increased sense of customer satisfaction led to the use of the new service parameters, making hoteliers to implement quality management as an effective aid. During the last few decades, there is phenomenal change experienced in the hospitality industry, and the reason is service quality. Various studies have been carried out to consolidate the dimensions of service quality, and SERVQUAL has been accepted as well-constructed instrument to measure service quality in hospitality industry. In 1980s, in the attempt to define service quality and develop a model of service quality, Parasuraman et al. Conducted an exploratory investigation. The results showed that regardless of the type of service, consumers used basically the similar criteria in evaluating service quality. Parasuraman et al. 1985. They labeled those 10 criteria service quality determinants. Since then, service quality was defined through 10 dimensions: access, communication, competence, courtesy, credibility, reliability, responsiveness, security, tangibles, and understanding, knowing the customer, as mentioned before. Later, they were simplified into 5 dimensions, including tangibles, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. This model indicates that consumer perceptions of quality are influenced by 5 gaps occurring in the internal process of service delivery. The basic premise is that service quality can be defined by the difference between expected service and perceived service. Parasuraman et al. 1985. The SERVQUAL instrument consists of 22 statements for assessing consumer perceptions and expectations regarding the quality of a service. Respondents are asked to rate their level of agreement or disagreement with the given statements. Consumers' perceptions are based on the actual service they receive, while consumers' expectations are based on past experiences and information received. The statements represent the determinants or dimensions of service quality. The 5 dimensions of SERVQUAL instrument are tangibility. Since services are not tangible, customers derive their perception of service quality by comparing the tangible service elements like the appearance of physical facility, equipments, personnel, and communication materials. Reliability. It is the ability of a firm to perform the promised service dependably and accurately as promised in the company, as promised in company's external communication or during any service encounter. Reliability means that the company delivers on its promises related to various service-related aspects like delivery, service provision, problem resolution, and pricing, etc. Customers prefer to purchase from companies that keep their promises, particularly their promises about the service outcomes and core service features. All companies need to be aware of customer expectation of reliability when communicating the same to customers in the form of external communication. Responsiveness. It is the willingness of the service staff to help customers and provide prompt service. This dimension focuses upon attentiveness and promptness in dealing with customers' requests, questions, complaints, and problems as and when they arisen. Responsiveness is communicated to customers by the duration of time they had to wait for assistance, get answers to their questions, or to get attention to problems notified by them to service staff for fixing. Assurance. It means to inspire trust and confidence amongst the customers. Assurance is defined as employees' knowledge of courtesy and the ability of the firm and its employees to instill and enthuse trust and confidence. This dimension is particularly more important for the services that the customers perceive as involving high risk. Thus, employees must be made aware of the importance to creating trust and confidence among the customers to gain competitive advantage and for customers' loyalty. Empathy. It means to provide caring and customized attention to its customers. Empathy is the ability of putting one's feet in someone else's feet and feeling what and how one is feeling. This helps employees understand and solve customers' problems individually. Service quality triangle. The service triangle underlines the relationship between the various providers of services and the customers who consume these services. As the relationships are most important in the services sector, the service triangle outlines all the relationships that exist between the company, the employees, and the customers. It also outlines the importance of systems in a services industry and how these systems help achieve customer satisfaction. There are 6 relationships in the service triangle. These 6 relationships in the service marketing triangle are company to customers. One of the critical thing is to communicate the service strategy of a service firm to the customers. Most of the hotels, tourism companies are nowadays employed in convincing the customers to buy from them against the competition. For this buying, they communicate various service advantages which the customer might be offered upon first time or repeat purchase. Communication of the service strategy to customers is important to build the trust of customers and hence to convert the customers to be loyal to the company. Company to employees. Yet another quintessential relationship in the service triangle is that between company and the employees. If the employees in a hotel are frustrated with the organization and disgruntled with the work practices, routines, customers will land up with the poorest services. Hence, training and development, building values and trust, and empowering employees are some of the ways that the service firm can use to make its employees a positive influence for the customers. Company to systems. To keep customers happy, efficient and productive systems need to be developed. Systems once developed can educate customers of the values and policies practiced within the service firm that can help reduce a lot of valuable time in dealing with customers in an unorganized and informal way. There needs to be a proper system to handle customer grievances, collect feedback, and for customer relationship management. Customer to systems. Although building systems are important, these systems should be most useful to customers. Being customer friendly must be the aim of every system devised within hospitality industry. Customers must find it easy to communicate their grievances to the hotel and they must know who to report the same. They must also know why to volunteer for database management so as to get customized offers on services availed in the past consumption patterns. The interaction between customer and system is critical to build this service brand. For a company, it is important not only to build systems but ensure that the systems comply to the customers and give excellent experience. Employees to systems. Not only do poor systems leave customers frustrated, they can also leave the employees frustrated at times. A hotel or restaurant where orders taken at the front desk do not reach the kitchen or customer complaints are not assigned to concerned department, thereby reducing the effectiveness and efficiency of a particular department, will probably leave some employees disgruntled due to lacking prompt information dissemination. Both employee motivation and empowerment of employees depends upon the type of system a hotel or restaurant hands over to its employees. If the systems are very good and employees are able to make good use of them, a business can get very happy and satisfied customers. Employees to customers. The most important relationship in the service triangle is undoubtedly between employees and customers. The employee to customer interaction is also known as the moment of truth or critical incidents. A single customer might leave patronizing the services of a particular company in hospitality industry due to poor employee interaction and might indulge in spreading negative word of mouth in this era of electronic word of mouth, the result of Web 2.0 and other social media tools. To facilitate the relationship between service firm employees and customers, three marketing orientations can be applied in service triangle to improve the customer satisfaction. These are internal marketing. It involves internal processes which enable service marketers to deliver promises to customers. Service firm must view its employees as its internal customers and jobs and other programs as internal products. In order to satisfy the customers, employees who are the real actors in the process of service delivery must be involved in training to help them learn customer satisfaction techniques. Employees must be communicated the organizational vision and briefed on the service quality objectives regularly so that stated objectives can be achieved. External marketing. Marketing from the company to the customers. This is the most common type of marketing which customers encounter in the market. Service firms must communicate their proposed benefits to customers through marketing. This not only helps creating brand awareness but also builds customer aspirations with respect to the service quality. The various types of service marketing can be advertising, sales promotions, public relations, direct marketing, or more prominently internet marketing in today's age. Interactive marketing. This is the moment of truth where a customer encounters service quality, which involves significant moment of interaction between front office employees and customers. This is the most important part of service triangle, and if the employees fail to deliver at this level, then all the efforts made towards establishing a relationship with the customer would be wasted. Interactive marketing is the most important part of the service marketing triangle because it establishes a long-term relation with the customers. Summary. The chapter outlined the importance of service quality in tourism and hospitality industry. Service quality is a measure of how well a service is delivered compared to customers' expectations. Businesses that meet or exceed customer expectations are considered to have high service quality. Businesses need to be aware that it's becoming ever more popular for guests to leave a review of their experience on a number of feedback sites, whether their experience was good or bad. Service firms need to be mindful of this as bad feedback can be extremely damaging. The service firms in tourism and hospitality must learn to deliver on their promise to create a strong customer base. They must understand that the key to customer loyalty and hence competitive advantage lies in excellent service quality. Thank you.